a Cadillac DTS? Why did I purchase my Cadillac DTS? And so on and so on. Now, first I just want to say I feel greatly appreciated of all you guys' feedback. I never would have thought that I would have helped this many people throughout the years of fixing their Cadillac DTS and other vehicles that I've owned. And I just feel greatly appreciative of everyone showing love and everything like that. Now, let's get on to it. Number one, why did I purchase a Cadillac DTS? So this could be a really long video if I'm not careful. My first vehicle I've ever owned was a 1996 Cadillac DeVille. And I picked it up pretty cheap, I think like $1,500 at the time. I was young, and I didn't know about any of the problems or anything like that. It was just a nice vehicle, clean, so I purchased it. And as you know, overheating problems, head bolts, so on and so on, huge problems, huge headache, but I still loved the vehicle. So basically made me turn into a little mechanic myself. I had no choice. I could not pay a mechanic to work on it. So I just started working on it, and I just realized, hey, it's not that hard. So from that point on, of that first generation of the North Star engine, I ended up owning a 2001 Cadillac DeVille, which was the second generation of North Star. Still had overheating problems and everything else. Huge headache, like I said, but I still loved the vehicle. Every day I go out there and I just want to drive it, even though I'm probably going to have some kind of problem with it, but I still love it. So I went on ahead and purchased the Cadillac DTS. I was hugely drawn to the aesthetics of it. I loved everything about it. So I loved, the ride of it. I loved that they finally fixed the head bolt issue on the Cadillac DTS 2006 and up. So that really wasn't a problem, but I also hate that they changed the design of the water pump. It created a huge problem. We're gonna get into all that. Basically, I just love the aesthetic of it. I just had a long history of Cadillacs, and of course I've owned other vehicles too, other makes and models of vehicles, but Cadillac has always been where my heart is, so that's basically where it started for me. So number two, problems with the Cadillac DTS. Now I was going back through some of the videos that I've made here on YouTube, seeing the problems that I've had, because it's kind of hard to remember a lot of the things. So I just kind of wrote down the main common problems. So one of the main problems that you're going to run into if you purchase a Cadillac DTS, you're more than likely going to have some kind of headlight problems. Now, the headlights are expensive to replace, and the culprit for it most of the time is the ballast. The ballast goes out, whether it's moisture or it just fails completely. So that's an expensive repair. Next one I would say would be third brake light problems, another light problem. Now, every Cadillac DTS I see out on the road, I pay attention to their third brake light, because I know for a fact that not all of their LEDs are gonna light up, and it just blows my mind, because I know that this is gonna be a fact, and it is. So third brake light problems, they're expensive to replace, but I was just on eBay the other day and I saw that they're finally having some kind of aftermarket support for the third brake light, which is like, that's hugely appreciative that they finally have some kind of aftermarket support for that. So you can pick one up pretty cheap now. I'm not sure how the quality is or whatever like that, but hey, the OEM third brake light is trash. It's not a quality part at all. So next one I would say leak problems. Oil leak, power steering leak, coolant leak, brake leak. I mean, sunroof leak. Everything leaks. Transmission leak. I've dealt with it all on my Cadillac DTS. I have a huge oil leak. and that's a costly repair because you have to remove the engine. Power steering leak is a common problem, so that's a costly repair for the power steering leak. Now I changed my rack and pinion probably like midway last year. I had a shop do that. I was not going to mess with that. I didn't feel like doing it, so I think I paid like $800 for that. Coolant leak, water pump right off the bat, and with the Cadillac DTS they made it to a huge mess. The other water pump on the earlier North Stars is really easy to change, but on this one it's a real pain. So that's a costly job if you're not going to do it yourself. If you're going to do it yourself, you need to take a weekend off and prepare for that. Coolant leak, I mean, you know, I made a video on how to find coolant leaks, pretty easy for that. Washer fluid recall, most Cadillac DTS would have this, which is basically the heated washer fluid element needs to be removed from the vehicle because it can possibly catch fire or whatever. So that's a recall. I also made a video of replacing the washer fluid pump. Sunroof leak, like I said, common problem. I made a video on that as well. So that's with any vehicle though. It's a common problem, clearing your sunroof drains. Suspension problems. Now, if you have the performance edition like I do, it becomes a huge problem with that. If you have any kind of suspension problem, it will limit your speed to 80 miles per hour, which kind of it's a safety hazard, you know. But you have to replace. Well, actually, technically, you do not have to replace the suspension parts with OEM. There's aftermarket, and you can use resistors to bypass the system to take that message away, because the OEM shocks are really expensive. I think they're like $350, $375 a piece. So there's aftermarket support for that, and I plan to do that on mine. Brake lines, huge problem. Actually, I'm about to replace all of my brake lines pretty soon. So they rust out, and you just end up with a brake leak, and that's a real safety hazard. You want to get that fixed right away, but always check your brake lines if you're in the market of purchasing the Cadillac DTS, making sure that they're not all rusted to death or anything like that. So get underneath and check it. North Star problems. Most common problem with the North Star of this version would be an oil leak. That's really about it. I really haven't had any other problems out of my North Star other than an oil leak. I mean, common other problems like changing your spark plugs, that's basic maintenance and stuff like that though. Overall, it's a really dependable vehicle. I mean, I have over 200,000 miles on mine. It's still going. You know, it's a daily driver. And I know a lot of other vehicles out there that have broken down, and the parts and labor have been way more expensive. Every vehicle that I've owned, I've had to do something to it. So the North Star itself is very reliable, despite what everyone says out there. The North Star is very reliable. So if you're in the market of purchasing an older Cadillac DeVille or whatever older North Star engine, you just need to do the head bolt fix the head bolt problem. There's really not a lot of people that know about it. So there's one guy, I think his name is with North Star Performance. His name is Jake, something like that. He's supposed to be an expert on that, but you know, that's for the older Cadillac DeVilles. I just wanted to mention that though. There's a overheating problem about it. You know, once you fix that problem on the older generation North Star, they're basically bulletproof. So like I said, on this version of the North Star, it's basically bulletproof Really, it's basically bulletproof. Transmission problems. So let's see, transmission problems. What I've had, transmission cooling lines. With me, they popped off or whatever at the radiator, and it caused a leak. So I just ended up replacing all of my transmission cooling lines. How much I have spent on my Cadillac DTS and repairs. Man, so going back, like I said, going back through all my videos, I'm trying to think, because some things I have done at the shop, most of the things I've repaired myself. I would say a good 2,000-3,000 in the past 3 years would be a good estimate for me. But like I said, my vehicle has over 200,000 miles. So you have to take that into consideration. Just recently replaced my wheel bearings. That was a pain as well. Like I said, check under your vehicle, make sure it's not rusted to death, because if it's rusted to death underneath, it can cause you huge problems. So make sure you get that dealt with, or just don't purchase it at all. And that's with any vehicle, really. That's advice for any vehicle out there. So I guess the last steps or whatever would be, maintaining the vehicle really comes down to how the previous owner treated it, and what have they replaced on it so far, what have they fixed, and things like that. I mean, overall, you can pick them up pretty cheap, so they're enticing to pick up. They're pretty cheap, but they can also be very costly to repair if you do not do it yourself. So you have to take all of that into consideration. So I guess that'll do it for this video. Like I said, this could be a really long video. I could sit here all day talking about this, and I just want to get your guys' feedback. For everyone out there that owns a Cadillac DTS, tell me why you yourself purchased one, what drew you to it, why you own it, what have you fixed on it yourself, and so on and so on. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I answered a few of your questions, a few of your concerns, and